Hello and welcome back to the Brandon Can Win channel, and another video on Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. This is actually going to be the second to last video before the game actually comes out, and that's kind of exciting. Anyways, today I wanted to give you guys my thoughts on the endgame stuff that was shown off to us, both in a stream, talked about in the Q&A, and yeah, all that stuff, and what we saw in the Third Insider, of course. That's especially going to be talked about here. I know I'm like extremely late to the party, but I'm kind of glad I waited because we got a slightly tiny bit more info in Q&A too. But yeah, I've been working on some videos like the Arkham Batman Experience video I just posted, as well as another video I'm going to be uploading pretty soon. It might be after my final Suicide Squad video pre-launch. So let's get into this. So let's start with Joker being DLC. Okay, so my last video on Suicide Squad, I was against the idea and was hoping it wasn't true. Then The Insider came out, and it was true. But you know what? I want to take you guys back to like 2021, 2022, and a little game called Bayonetta 3 was coming out, and I said I'm joining the boycott because they were boycotting the game because Helena Taylor, who was the previous voice of Bayonetta, came out and said, hey, I'm being severely underpaid, so that's why I didn't take up the role of Bayonetta for Bayonetta 3. Then so I said, hey, I'm boycotting the game. Then it turned out she was lying about the pay. Like, it was still low, but that's just a general problem in voice acting, but it was not nearly as low as she was saying. So I was like, okay, you know what? I was wrong, and I'm not boycotting the game anymore. And it's kind of the same thing with Joker. I think Joker looks really dope, honestly. I love his design and his voice, which I guess is an unpopular opinion.
Oh, making new friends after a move is always tough.
The thing about it is, this is the Joker, right? But it's a different world's Joker, which means it's a different character. So him not sounding like Mark Hamill actually is kind of a good thing for me, in my opinion. I think it's good that his voice is different because it differentiates him more than the Arkham Joker. And I honestly don't think the voice actor is really that bad. Then again, we've only heard like, what, 2-3 lines from him? If we hear a little bit more, maybe some people will warm up to him a little bit more. But yeah, whoever is voicing Joker now, he's doing a good job. Obviously, he's no Mark Hamill. There's only one Mark Hamill, like there's only one Kevin Conroy. So yeah, it's different for sure, but you know what? I like it. I think it's personally pretty cool, and his design looks pretty dope too. You could tell though it was really inspired by his design from the Suicide Squad movie, the first one, not the Suicide Squad. Which is also, I think, the reason they decided to put him in the game in general, because, you know, he was in the first movie, so, you know, why not just put him in, and, you know, it might get attraction from Joker fans, so, you know, why don't we just put him in? Why not? And that's not me saying his design makes him look like Jared Leto, which I kind of see the resemblance, but only in the clothes, really. Like, his gameplay, which I didn't expect them to even show gameplay, it looks really good. I'm not gonna lie, I really like his gameplay. Looks really good, looks really fun, and I'm really curious on how Harley's gonna react to, like, seeing him. It's gonna be interesting. But yeah, for those who are unaware, by the way, because there's some false news coming out, fake news I guess you could say, this is what real fake news looks like, is that this is not Joker brought back from the dead, like some articles would say in the title. You know, even if you clarify in the article itself that, you know, it's not Joker brought back from the dead, your title makes it sure seem like it. I get you need those clicks, but still. This Joker is from an Elseworld where he was a part of that Suicide Squad, and I guess I assume that he's the only survivor, because he ends up joining this Suicide Squad, so the only reason I could see him switching out is because either, you know, the Suicide Squad that King Shark and Harley and Deadshot and Boomerang are part of either have some sort of advantage to beating Brainiac that his squad doesn't have, and he decides to join or something, or he's the sole survivor, and I'm betting on that. But anyways, I'm interested to see what they do with him. I do want to say this, though. I really hope that not all of the DLC characters, we're calling them DLC characters, but they're free, but whatever. I hope that they're not all from Elseworlds. Like, Joker makes sense because, Arkham Joker's dead. If you played Arkham City, you would know that. But, I just hope that's not the case, because I would love to see, like, some Arkham characters return. I'm not going to say who I really want yet, because I want to make that its own video. But yeah, I just hope we get more Arkhamverse main world Earth 1 characters, and yeah, if they do the multiverse thing where they're all from different Elseworlds, then you know what, that's fine. Speaking of Elseworlds, let's talk about that for a second. So I thought I'd be disappointed by the whole multiverse thing, but after seeing the post-game livestream that they did, I think it's alright. I will say that the concept of a multiverse has grown kinda old due to the MCU kind of being how it is right now. Honestly, I'm so sick of the MCU. That's like, once again, a whole nother video, but just the whole multiverse thing really is getting kind of old for me. I do love what if scenarios. It's very interesting to see, like, let's say, what if Harley Quinn never went psycho, never went crazy? Or like, just that's why I like Flashpoint so much. The Flashpoint comic arc. I've looked into that. I haven't actually read it myself. But it's very fascinating, like, what if Bruce got shot instead of his parents, and then, his father became Batman that kills, and then his mom becomes like the Joker. That's very interesting to think about. But I will just say, I'm just kind of fatigued through the whole thing, but you know what? If they do it well, if they handled the whole multiverse thing well, then I think they can pull it off, honestly. I will say, I do dig the name Elseworlds. Elseworlds sounds so much cooler than Multiverse. I don't know why I think that, but, it's true. Elseworld, it sounds cooler. So lastly, I want to talk about the roadmap and Battle Pass and stuff like that. So, let's look over the roadmap for Season 1 real quick. So obviously, it says there's going to be a new playable character, which is the Joker. We're going to get some new boss fights plus enemy variants. A new playable environment, which I wonder how that's going to play out, like if you have to like go there via some sort of portal and then there's a loading screen, or if it just like attaches onto Metropolis. I really don't know. New DC villain themed weapons and gear. That sounds really cool. New Riddler content. If you guys like the Riddler and don't have PTSD from Arkham City and Arkham Knights, and I think not Arkham Knights, Arkham Knight and Arkham Asylum, then I'm sure you're excited for that. And then there's 2 story episodes that are coming out themed around Two-Face and Scarecrow, so that's going to be very interesting. And then it says, and more. And the most interesting thing is it begins in March, so really Season 0, as they're calling it right now, is only February. So that's cool. It doesn't specify when in March that it's going to be out, but yeah, if you're looking forward to playing the Joker, you only have to wait a month. But then again, if you want it, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to beat the main campaign before you can do you can unlock Joker and stuff. That's just what I'm assuming. But yeah, that's Season 1, and then it says future seasons 2 through 4, 3 new playable characters, 3 new playable environments, new weapons, new themed gear sets, activities, and mid-season updates, and more. So one of the questions answered in the second Q&A was about FOMO, fear of missing out. So like, how Fortnite has its battle passes and you only have a limited amount of time to beat it, or you'll never get a chance to get the gear and the outfits and stuff that you want. Well, good news for you. If you can't get the game on launch, or you're waiting to get it, or maybe you're not sure if you want it yet and you want to just wait it out a few months, don't worry, because you can go back and play past seasons. Yeah, there's no FOMO here. You weren't able to complete a season pass before Season 1 before Season 2 comes out? No problem, you can go back to Season 1, finish that up, and then go to Season 2. I think that's really a really nice thing that they're doing, because I gotta tell you, holy shit, when I was really into Fortnite, I had such FOMO, especially when it came to like special event stuff. Like, oh my god, I couldn't believe it. So I'm really happy that you have the chance to complete all the battle passes whenever, because I'm very excited for this game, but another game coming out, like if I was to get the normal version of this, the base version. I honestly, it comes out the same day as Persona 3 Reload, which is a game I haven't talked about on the channel like an exclusive video. I did talk about it in my like 16 games you should be excited about, but I never made a video on it. I don't know why, because I'm super excited for that game, and you know, to be honest, after I've experienced some of the post-game and stuff like that, I kind of want to take a break and go back and play, and well, not go back and play, actually sit down and play Persona 3 Reload, which is a very long game. So I'm very happy that this is a thing, because, you know, what if I'm still playing Persona 3 Reload, you know, after when Season 1 starts and I don't have enough time? I don't know. They did say that the seasons are gonna be like, I think they said roughly 2 to 3 months, maybe, and like the halfway point's gonna be like 6 weeks. So that would be, yeah, that'd be about 3 months. So there's plenty of time. I'm just saying, like, because even after Persona 3 Reload, later next month, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out, and that's a game I also kind of want to play. But yeah, I'm very excited for next month. Next month's gonna be just a joy. So yeah, that's what I think about all the post-game stuff. I'm very excited. I'm so happy that there's gonna be endgame stuff. And I have a theory that after we kill the Justice League, we're not gonna be fighting Brainiac until probably the final season. Honestly, I honestly think that. Once the final season comes around and we get the last like story update, that's when we take on Brainiac with all of the Suicide Squad members. I just feel like that's, if they're gonna keep adding more story stuff, that's like the natural way to do it, is to end it with the Brainiac fight and not in the base game. But you know what? We never know. We don't know what's gonna happen. The only people that know is the people at Rocksteady. So, what do you guys think of the post-game content? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe, hit notification about when you do. And yeah, so long and good night.